Hello, and welcome to Now with More Cats Knitting. I'm Bradley, and today I will be demonstrating Lori's Twisty bind-off in pattern. This is a ribbing bind-off that has a good amount of stretch without flaring. If I'm knitting anything tube or square-like and I want the cast-on and bind-off edges to look very similar, I find Lori's Twisty bind-off to be the closest to a long-tail cast-on. I have yet to find a tutorial for a ribbing pattern that is not 1x1, so today I will demonstrate it in a 2x2 pattern with tips on how to adapt it to any ribbed pattern. For a traditional bind-off in pattern, you simply knit into knit stitches and purl into purl stitches. This bind-off is very similar in that you knit into knits and purl into purls, but with a twist when you switch stitches. Today I have a small rectangle with 2x2 ribbing. For this bind-off, I like to use a slightly smaller sized interchangeable needle as it is easier to twist. I start by knitting the first 2 stitches and passing the first stitch over the second. My next stitch is a purl stitch, so I will want to twist my needle counterclockwise or towards my next stitch. Now the yarn should be held in front. I will purl the next stitch and then pass the previous stitch over. And I will repeat this once more. Now, my next stitch is a knit stitch, so I want to twist my needle clockwise or away from my next stitch. The yarn should be in the back again. I will knit the next stitch, pass the previous stitch over, and repeat. With my next stitch, a purl stitch, I again want to twist the needle towards my work. Purl, pass over, purl, pass over, then twist away. Knit, pass over, knit, pass over, and twist towards. I will continue this until I have bound off all stitches. To use Lori's Twisty bind-off for other ribbing patterns, you must simply remember to twist before you switch from knit to purl and vice versa. For a 1x1 pattern, you will twist after every stitch. For a 3x3 pattern, you would only twist after every 3rd stitch. Just make sure to twist towards your work before a purl stitch and away from your work before a knit. It is easy to notice when you have twisted incorrectly because the yarn will not be in the right place. Now that I have bound off all stitches, I will pull my yarn through the last stitch. I now have a piece of ribbed knitting that has matching cast on and bind off edges. If you would like to see how I cast on my ribbing, you can see my video on longtail and alternating longtail cast-ons using the thumb method. Thank you for joining me. If you found this tutorial helpful, please like and follow for more. I'm Bradley, and this is Now with More Cats Knitting.